So here are the questions that I'm asked most often by potential trustees or successor trustees. And then we'll get to your questions. How long do I have to finish? You're not going to like the answer. You have a reasonable time. What that means really is that you have to act diligently. You have to be attempting to administer the trust, to do all those things that you're supposed to do, and you have to be progressing steadily. But if there is a vacant piece of land that has to be sold, it might take a while to find a buyer for it. If it's vacant commercial property, it might take a while to find a buyer. And so you have to use your judgment as a successor trustee, because that's what you've been hired to do, is you must use your judgment. Do I take whatever I can get and sell it now? Or do I keep it on the market and look for a buyer? We had that decision in a probate. And we had the property on the market for about a year. And we had an appraisal of the property done, and we listed it for about 70% of the appraised value. And we got not one whisper of interest. We dropped the price to 50% of the appraised value. We had one person who wanted to look at it, got across the sidewalk, turned around and left. I said, never mind. I didn't think it was that one. So we auctioned it. We decided we'd waited long enough. Best to get something now rather than just sitting on this estate forever and ever. And we had an auction last Saturday at, well, about this time it was over, and sold it for about 30% of its appraised value. It's a tough decision. It's a tough choice. But what was it worth on the market? So you get a distressed property, it's going to take longer to finish, and you have that time as long as you are acting reasonably. As long as you can justify why you haven't made distributions, no one can complain about you not making distributions. And that's the only thing they complain about, by the way. They don't care about anything else you do. They just want to know when you're going to get to that distribution part.